Hi guys, good evening. Just one moment. Hi guys, good evening. Just one moment. Hi Jeremy, hi the kids, hi Kanan Prakash, hi Kajala, hi Nitesh, hi Nisa. I hope you all have good days like Friday and today. I missed out totally on Friday because I had some work in the office, but today I was waiting for AMD to cross 72 and then it just went on and on and on and on and on. So I am more looking forward to see whether we reach some significant level of resistance because we have like ran through a very slanted up channel. It's like in the back 2 days, we are almost like a 5%, which is heavy before the big earnings are coming. Tomorrow we have Microsoft, then we have Tesla. In the morning we have industrials, LMT, and all of the companies. So I really want to see what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'm getting pretty less in terms of positions. So let's see how we are doing for tomorrow. And in case, like again, we have seen some parabolic moves, some really good clean up moves. So after usually clean up back-to-back moves, we may see some days of consolidation. Not second thing is, are we going to hold these levels because we have failed at these levels multiple times in the past. So we're going to evaluate all of that and then let's see how it goes. As of now, again, I have no positions. I only had AMD and Boeing in the morning and they did really well. So no complaints whatsoever. Again, in any case, somebody has missed these 2 days. Don't worry. Do not try to chase things and do not try to enter tomorrow. Usually, like once we have a clean day back to back, like we had a big one massive Friday and then back to back Monday. So I would not try to chase anything now because the moves have already been done. And now there must be some level of consolidation, some level of choppiness for next couple of days. Most likely, I think Microsoft, which has not moved much today. Friday it has moved significantly towards 240, but it's kind of in a range where it needs to decide whether it's going to break out or break down. All the expectation from Microsoft are lean and mean, but if it beats them on those expectations, whether it's going to have a big move or whether it's going to have a retracement, that's something we need to figure out. All right, so let me just start from my simple scan, open, low, high, and one thing which I want to recommend whenever you're using open low high scan, just make sure that you validate that scan at 9:45 because it opens at 9:30 and initial choppiness is around 9:45. So if you get 9:45, they you will have much better chances of using open low high. Inside days, I don't think you will have inside days. SC and CLH, that's it. We do not have bigger inside days. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the list as same. So in the Friday, like this was for the Friday, I didn't do the Sunday one because I was outside. So Friday we crossed above this zone. We tested 39.95 and today we went on. Triple Q made 284 today and 290. NQ at 11,650 and above. Apple did 141 and AMD like above 72.5. It just rocketed. Amazon go long above 95 worked. Baba did 121, CRM did 157, Google did 100, Etsy did 140 almost, Meta did 142, Microsoft, I was wrong, Netflix I didn't put, Square did 79, Nvidia did like 188. See, these levels work really well. The point is, are you using these levels or not? Tesla did 142. Even if I did not do anything on Sunday night, I still have these levels which were valid. And these levels do not change on the daily basis. There may be some ups and downs, but most of the time, because I do not change my Fibonacci, I do not change my regression channel at all, unless there is a big change in the direction of the trend. I just tend to keep them as much as I can. And once I change it, I will have certain new levels. All right, so let's start from ES today. So ES is on the daily chart. If you see, this is my Heikinichi, and on the Heikinichi, it's showing me a morning star, or you can call it a cup and handle, or if you want to call it as inverted head and shoulders. So I'm going to convert this into normal candles just to make sure that yes, we should do clear. Now, which one thing which I wanted to show is this one. I'm going to use some annotation. Last time we did this, we went on to make 4170, and then we had retracement of almost 350 points. Here we did a retracement on Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday and today we had back-to-back moves up. Today we have a close above this long-term trend line, and this trend line is spanning across. Uh, like if I add 5 years to the period, you will see that this is the first time after a long time we are doing a breakout on this. So this could be a really good breakout if and only if it sustains. Second thing, I don't want to look pessimistic, but if you want to try this on a longer term chart, this is actually also a bear flag. So that's like on a longer horizon. On a short horizon, this could be a cup and a handle breakout. And this breakout is right there. So tomorrow, if we can cross 40, 30, 40, 45 area and go to above 40, 75, yeah, this could be a massive breakout. And if we want to try some more patterns here, people can call it inverted head and shoulders, but this is not actually inverted because we do not have a single down candle. We have an area. So I don't want to call it an inverted head and shoulders at all. It's a box and there's a box breakout from here. So tomorrow it's like on a verge whether we can hold on and break out above this, or we're gonna have a retracement back. This is going to be really crystal clear in tomorrow's session, especially after Microsoft's number. With Microsoft number and Google's negative news that they have been charged for antitrust. So we need to see very clearly what's happening. And again, do not assume any bias. Just look at the price levels. And if price levels is above your numbers, take appropriate actions. Do not just trade on the feel or the gut. Trade on what you see on the screen. So today in the afternoon, I posted about 15-minute candle chart. This is a 15-minute candle chart. And I posted around the test of 12 EMA. The test failed. It came back, bounced from 34 EMA. And since then, it's like in this zone uh, between 12 and 34. I really wanted to cross about 34 and cross about 12. So it did cross about 34 here. I managed to hold on to it. But 30, around 12, it's kind of lingering on. I know these are after hours, but we need to have some serious push from this zone. Otherwise, we are coming back. So let me just start for today's analysis now. Let me just change I just wanted to give you an overview of what's happening in the market. Okay, so we are at a long-term resistance. First thing, and from 39.15 to 45, 30, 40, 30, that's about 120 points move, roughly 3%. So after a 3% move, what should we do? Should we just be happy that yes, everything is all good and hanky-dory? Or should we realize that yes, now we are well away from the 12 EMA? 12 EMA is around 39.75. So there's a possibility where we can come back and test it, or we are making a evening star, potential evening star tomorrow. If we have a consolidation day in the uh, weight of Microsoft earning, which will be burning the premiums on the option. So tomorrow, in my recommendation, will be a day where I would do very limited, because back to back we have good days. So there's no need to trade that much tomorrow. Wait for a really, really good opportunity if it comes to you. Otherwise, it will be more on a premium killing day. That's what my thought is. Because right now we are on that verge where anything could happen. We could have a massive breakout, or we could have excellent retracement. Okay. So right now, ES is in positive bias. Yes. And where should we buy? We should only buy, and if you want to buy long or make any positions, I really want it to cross 40-50. I really want it to cross 40-50 and go from there. So 40-50 is there. And we saw cup and handle on daily. Breakout above long-term trend line. So these are the positives which are favoring a potential higher move. I'll give it 50-50 now, because market has already moved. My stop loss should be this red line. So it's 40-25. So there's a 25-point stop loss in case I wish to go long. So risk reward is not better. Either you wait for this and bounce it from here, then you can say, oh, I really want to go higher. Second thing I want to explain just in one moment, after the target, 40.75 is my second target, and 41.70 is my second target. So this is possible if we cross above 40.50 and sustain. Now, one thing which I have learned from a fellow guy on a Twitter, Adam, is the fake breakout or fake breakdown. Now, one thing we must note, I'm going to add some volume here just to see if we have some good volume backing it out. Yeah, so we have equivalent volume back to back, but it's still like less than normal volume, which I tend to prefer. Should be around 1.7, 1.8 million. It's around 1.5. So which is all right. So let me just remove this volume for now. I just wanted to check. Now, one thing which I have learned is the fake breakout concept. Now, here, just I'm going to increase the screen a little bit more. And please focus on this. See here, we have made the new high. Okay. And we came down. Now we have attempted right there a breakdown. It went down, but it did not went down than the previous low. Okay, so it retraced, and this is called a fake breakdown because it did not went down below the previous low and bounced and went up the previous high. Now, in this case, if this is the previous, like this is the current high today. Now, tomorrow, if we go up, maybe to couple of points or maybe near to this point and then fail and retrace below this. So this will become a fake breakout because then we are below this red trend line and we have failed to capitalize on the breakout of today. So watch it very clearly. 40-35, 40-40 area is an area where you will see a potential of going long, going short, but don't do that. Just wait for a fake breakout or a breakdown. Both possibilities are there. If we have a breakout, then we must clear 40-50 and go higher, and then we have the open levels. If it is a fake breakdown, then we must break below 40-25 and go down. If we work below 40-25, the slide will be pretty fast towards 3995. So please keep this in mind. So here I want to go short below 4025. I want to keep stop loss at 40. My target is 3995, 3975, which is the 12 EMA, and 3940. I'm just adding more numbers here because if we slide, we can have a perfect aggressive decline. There's no negative comments as of now. Only thing is, if we lose the trend line, only then it becomes aggressive. Okay. Now let's go to NQ. Last time we talked about NQ was that if once we broke 650, we do not have any uh, like resistance whatsoever until 930. Today we are at 930. 11,068 was the base from where we bounced. Now we are moving towards 12,000. Here we have supply zone. Here we have resistance. It's a 38.2 Fibonacci level in the Fibonacci series, which is hard to cross. So now in case of going long, I really wish I can break above this. If I can, then I have some serious up moves available to me up to 12,600. So 600 point rally is available to me in case I am long around 12,015 area. So here NQ is really positive. So let's see any yeah, NQ has inverted head and shoulder. Again, like I'll not call it inverted head and shoulder. I'll simply call this a cup and handle. Same thing. It's right on the cusp here. Last time it came here, broke down, and today we are almost at that point where it has faced resistance. So if we get a push, we have 12,300, 12,600 targets. But I only want to go long about 12,015. So I want to go long above 12,015. My stop loss will be 11,920. My target will be 12,300. And tech has been outperforming in the last couple of days. And 12,600. So that might continue as well. So I'm going to give it 60 to 40. But again, Microsoft can change everything after the end of the year, end of the trading hours. But by that time, I really want this level to sustain. If I have to short, I would love to short it around, as we are away from 12 EMA, about 300 points, 400 points roughly. So anytime I lose 930, 940, I want to try a short here. 925. I'll just make it 925. Let's make it 930. 930 was the right number. My stop loss should be 12,000. My first target will be 11,650. And you remember 11,650 had been a halt for a couple of days, 1, 2, 3, and the 3 days. Now, once we broke above that, we had a massive clean breakout. So now second target should be 11,560. I don't see, unless the Microsoft gives us some really bad numbers or really bad guidance towards Azure and the cloud-based implementations. Because if it goes down, it's going to bring down IBM, it's going to bring down Google, it's going to bring down Amazon, and then all of our things will have impact. So I'm going to keep this right here. It has also a cup and handle and break out above the long-term trend line. So this is 60% positive, 40% I'm going to say negative side. Triple Q. So Triple Q has finally come out of 284.6. Now I think I need to bring back my previous levels in place. Let me extend them. Come on. Arrow drawing winter. Extend to the right. So these are my previous Fibonacci levels. We are at 289.90. And okay, which is 38.2 Fibonacci level. Once we cross this 38.2, we closed right around like 1 point away from it. So I'm gonna give it 289 or 290 because it's 28982. Buy up 290, 294.5, 294.5, and then 299.25. Again, higher possibility of strength. Now, in this case, if you see right on this chart, we are right here. We have a breakout. 12 EMA is there. Cup and handle, same thing which we saw in NASDAQ and ES both. Both cup and handle are going in, but usually cup and handle is there for 7 to 8 weeks. This is like 10 to 12 days. So this is not an appropriate cup and handle time period, but it looks like a cup and handle. So I'm just taking that into consideration. But I really want it to cross 290-ish area. Once it does, I would love to see 294, 296. If it does break out from there, then yes, it has some legs to it. Otherwise, I think we will have some significant retracement. Also, keep in mind that there is no Fed meetings or Fed people coming to speak until the end of first week of February. And then we have CPI there. And this time we may not have a cooler CPI. Like every last 6 to 8 times it has come down significantly. Now we are at a verge where I think it's going to remain stringent or at that level. It's not going away. Like even if you realize when you go out to spend money at any of the retail stores or any of the online things, things are getting expensive. You're going out to eat, things are expensive. They have not come down. But yes, they are not drastically as much as they were in last 6 months. So keep an eye on this. So 290, 294, stop loss should be right here. Let's see in the past where we have, yeah, 288 is a good stop loss for the long sides. On the short, we need to go 290. We need to sell below 280. Oh, no, 288. And target should be 284.6. 284.6 and 280. 25, 40%. So these are my index levels. So now I'm going to jump on to tickers. Apple. So Apple again, like tried best to cross 38.2 Fibonacci. This is the 38.2 Fibonacci level where it was founding excellent support. Since it has broke down, this was the first attempt to break it on the higher side. And the long-term trend is still negative for Apple because the 34 EMA is lagging the 12 EMA. So I think if market gets weak, Apple may lead that. Keep an eye, 150, 140, 158 is extremely good resistance area for Apple. Once it closes above this area, yes, it will have potential to cross 147, 148. But as of now, I think it will have uh, some strength to close above this area. So again, I'm going to call this neutral. I want to go only above 141, 6. That's the long chart, 148.6. My target will be 144.25. 144.25, and then 147.67, 147, 75, just rounding it off. On the short side, sell below as and when you lose this trend line. Trend line is 140-ish. So sell below 140. Stop loss is 141.6. Targets are 136.60. And then the 12 EMA, 34 EMA is 135. Like last time, I've clearly mentioned that 131.75 is an extremely good support. So this time I'm going to just copy this and paste here 141.60 is an extremely important resistance for Apple. So if it breaks from here, it will be quick to go down. So keep an eye on Apple. AMD 72 and above went long. So AMD was struggling with that long-term trend line, and today, boom, it crossed. And even after hours, it was running beautifully. Now, what it has done is it has created a gap. There are two gaps back to back right here. One is at 64.68, and one is today's gap. But that's all right. If this gap is sustainable, or if we can hold onto this, because last few times it came into this area and then it has retraced. Now we have earnings from Lam Research next week. So let's see if the Lam Research ticker can actually go and push these chip stocks, because these chip stocks already have some really good rally from last Friday to today. I would not say they didn't had any rally. They had some significant rally. So either they cool off or there's some previous resistance areas right here at 78. Again, I'm going to show you right there. This is the area, like this was the support. Now this acted as resistance, 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 and we are right there. The 78 area is line of resistance. If we break above this, we should see 81 to 86 on AMD. Otherwise, I would love to buy the dips on AMD if it comes around 74, 75. So AMD is really, really bullish. I really want to make it positive, but I want to buy above 78. I'm going to write two lines for AMD. My stop loss will be 76.50. Target is 80 and 81 and 86. 81, 86. And again, I've been telling about AMD for last couple of days, talking about CRM for last couple of days, and I clearly gave you an idea that yes, they are on the verge of a breakout. Yes, news did follow them, but it's always better if you're prepared and to react. So I'm going to add one more line for AMD. It's the same thing, AMD, buy the dip 75 to 76. Stop loss, I'm going to give 74. Usually when you have a massive breakout, we should do a back test. Back test always help to claim that yes, everything is all good. It was not just one time breakout. And then the levels are same, 81 and 86. I prefer this trade to be much more meaningful once it comes in this zone. I'm going to mark this as blue. So if it comes 75, 76, yep, I'm going to pick it up. Amazon went above 98 area and then struggled. Now, as of now, it moved up right from 81, and it has made a gravestone doji right there. A gravestone doji is a doji where you have open price exactly equal to your close. So it opened at 97.56, it closed at 97.52. So this usually reflects a peak or a level of indecision. And throughout the day today, Amazon was really bad. So I think if Amazon holds 96, I would love to see it holding that level. If it loses 96 level, it will come down to 93. And that can happen if Microsoft gives us bad numbers. Again, that can be rejected if we go above 97.50, and then we can hit the 101 target. So 96 is really, really important for area. So I'm going to mention here sell below 96.3 for 93.8 in Amazon. Again, I'm neutralizing it. I want to just copy this number by above 97.50. Stop loss is 96.3, 101.66, 105.85. So 101.75, 105.75. Giving 60%. Sell this below for 93. It is neutral. Amazon is not positive as of now. It's struggled. BA have earnings on Wednesday, and tomorrow we have earnings from GE. One important thing, BA has been holding this 12 EMA since its breakout from 168 area. You see, every time it's there, it's coming down, lingering on, and on and on and on and on. It tried to break down a couple of times, but no, it's holding on to that region. So it has back tested its support really, really well. 207 is an extremely well tested area for BA. If it loses this time, we are looking for 195. It needs to perform well uh, along with GE. GE is going to give a clear indication about how Boeing is going to react, or Boeing should project its number. So again, BA, if crosses like 212, 213, I'll be much more confident. But if 27 is lost, sell the BA. So BA sell below 207 for 195. Again, I'm neutral at BA. Buy for now. Buy if it is holding this area. Buy around 208, 209. Buy in the range. I'm not rushing to buy this, but if it comes in 208, 209 area, I'll be a buyer with a stop loss of 207. My targets will be 2614 and 218. 214 and 218.90. These are my targets on BA. It's holding the support, but it's being long that it's on the verge of losing that support. Baba 121 was has completed my target, so I just need to check Baba in Hong Kong market how it is performing. 1 second. So Hong Kong market is closed today. I think for lunar year, so there's not much movement. But in case of Baba, it has done these levels. So Baba, this is my Baba chart. Baba is well away from the 12 EMA. I have added the new regression channel from the 58 lows towards today, and then create a Fibonacci. Fibonacci is respecting all these levels, and right now it's on the verge of 119.75. which is 161.8 Fibonacci level, which is again a hard area to cross. And I think it needs to cool off a little. So Baba, I'm doing a short. I want it to cool off. If it comes down to 115, 116 area, that will be wonderful. So I want to sell it, sell below 119. Again, there's not a massive sell on Baba. I just wanted to cool it off. My stop loss will be 119.75. Or if you want to give it 2 to 120, that should be all right. Target should be 117 to 114. And in case it goes above 120, buy above today's high or 120 or my previous 127, 133 or 127, 133. If it goes up, buy. If it's not, then it's a good area for Baba to cool off. Yeah, CRM. We talked about CRM, and I hope you see consolidation, where it broke out as soon as it tested the 12 EMA. Tested the 12 EMA, boom, it went up, where it struggled, 157 area. What is 157 area? 23.6 Fibonacci of this move. So this is an important area, 157. There is small gap. Microsoft earnings will define the way forward for it. If it goes above 156, 157, we have 166 area for CRM. And above 166, we are back in a positive momentum for CRM. Otherwise, if we retrace back from here, we should at least see 142. So 157 is a good area for CRM to short, sell below. I would go with 155, 156. Stop loss is 157. Target is 151, and second is 146.76. The gaps to fill, EMA is lagging. So this is short. And why I'm short on CRM Amazon is because of Microsoft. So Microsoft should provide. So I'm keeping both legs open. Go long about 157 for 166. Google, same thing. Google, we had back-to-back moves, breakout a gap, tested right there, 100 area, which we had. It may cool off a little tomorrow. I would love to see if I can add it around 96, 97. So Google, I'm still positive. I want to buy the dip. Buy in dip 96, 97 area. 97, 98 area. That will be much better. Stop loss is 96. Target is 101.88. So this is a breakout which will continue. And same thing, if it comes around 93, that's the best. But usually when you are breaking out and when you have a positive momentum, the gap should not be filled. Gap filling means that there is still some supply over the demand. If there is a gap and the gaps are sustained, like similar to AMD, then it means there is some significant demand for that particular stock at that time. So positive on Google, I think ITSE has done its job of 140, 142. Same thing, test of 12 EMA, breakout today, 133 above, tested 141, 142. This is the area where it lags and it fails all the time. So this is the make or break area for ITSE. If it crosses 142-ish, then yes, it has some potential to go to 151, 152. Otherwise, it will fade away. This is actually an inverted head and shoulders on ITSE. So ITSE is inverted head and shoulders. Bind dip, it came to 125 few days back. In this area, 128, 125. The dip was bought, and then we have seen some significant moves. The only problem with ITSE is the spreads and the options. They are bad. So I now want to buy ITSE above 142. Because it has failed 142 multiple times. I'll keep 139 stop loss, 151 and 154 are my targets. If you see ITSE above 142, go for it. Okay, Meta, same thing, above 133 is moving towards 145 area where it will be tested. So it's a good area for Meta to continue. I think it's gonna break above this resistance because it's a breakout from 61. So 78 is not that significant. It's actually 100, which is 160. I think we can see 160 on the earnings of Meta. Uh, Same pattern, 133 breakout zone, tested well, allow the 12 EMA to came, test it, and then breakout. That's why it is the importance of 12 EMA with the Fibonacci, which gives you confidence that yes, I want to ride it or not. So now it's in middle of nowhere. I would love to see if it comes down to 140-ish as my stop loss. Meta is positive. 140. Again, I want to buy it in the dip. If it dips, 141, 142 area. If it dips, 145.50 is my first target, and 161. Important breakout. Microsoft. Now, this is the most important ticker in my list tonight. So Microsoft has been struggling around 238 to 240 area. This is 239 area, 240 area. Once, twice, this is the third time. It came into this region and is not able to break out. Again, if the expectation of Microsoft are very lean, if Microsoft beats them handsomely, you would see 12,600 on NASDAQ. You will see CRM going up. You will see Amazon going up. You will see all the cloud stocks, Snow going up. But if it fails, it's going to be nasty. So we should be ready for both sides. Microsoft has not failed in the earnings in the recent past, but if they do, then it will be meaningful decline on Microsoft. Right now, 239, 240 is a really, really good area. Same thing. If the breakout happens, we will see 260, 265 on Microsoft. No question on that. But if breakout fails, then it will be really, really nasty. Right now, I am a little positive on Microsoft because it has held above this area. 239.50 is my stop loss. I'm bullish, or I would say I'm trying my charts telling me that yes, if it holds 243 area on the closing basis, yes, it has good potential for 251. And I think I have these extend to the right, 251 and 260 area. I'm bullish on this. Now, Netflix. Netflix is something which did extremely good after the earnings. It was struggling at 340 area, and finally it broke out over 340, 45 area today. And this is the massive breakout going into 390-ish area. Now, I would love to see it come down a little bit, cool off a little bit, because it has seen some massive moves and the gaps are created on uh, Netflix. I want it to like cool off around 350, 352. I am positive on Netflix. I want to buy in the dip 353 to 356, 350 as my stop loss. I'm gonna looking forward to see 368 and 388. 60% there on Netflix. But I wanted to cool off a little. Square has done its job. It's like last time I talked about 78, 79. Today it just bamboozled. Boom, 79 target, 81 target. It did all of them. A break of 61 went to 83, 84. Again, these stocks have rallied a lot. I just want them to cool off a little so that they can continue and do a back test. They have just rallied from 12 EMA breakout. Uh, uh, it's like it's in the middle of nowhere right now. I really wanted to come back a little bit square. So it's neutral now. From dip to 77, I think 80 will be a good stop loss, or 79 will be a good stop loss. Buy in the dip towards 80. 80, yeah. Target is 83.50. And the next target is 91. That's a square. See, one thing you need to be careful of whenever we are discussing about certain things to break out or possibility of a breakout, you need to add much more number of lots on those breakouts or breakdowns so that you can make meaningful profit. Because we have losses uh, always. But if we want to have profits, we should wait for these breakouts and then put some really good lots so that when these breakouts happen, they can return us really good, handsome profit. NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is right here above 180. I was looking for 188. It's around 197 resistance. Now, NVIDIA is a massive inverted head and shoulders right there. This is inverted head and shoulders. And this is the neckline right there, 190. Now, stop loss is really far, 180. But if it breaks above 192, I think 197 and 218 or 219 is an area for NVIDIA. Whether it's going to happen now, I don't know. Whether it's going to happen next week after lab research, I don't know. But this is a massive inverted head and shoulders. So tomorrow, if you get a dip anywhere on NVIDIA, don't miss it. Positive buy in dip if you can get. Dip could be 188 to 192. Stop loss is 186, 197 to 19. If it goes above, just keep on trailing your stop losses. Tesla, same thing with Tesla. Tesla did a breakout from here. It's looking for 161 area. First close after the massive declines. First close after 287 above the 34 EMA. Really positive. news. Stop loss should be now 141. So till the moment it's holding 141, you are good. Buy again if you can any dip on Tesla between 142, 143. Go for it. Target is 161, 60, and yeah, that's the first target in 167. Sell below 141. Again, these are earnings. I will not be confident that yes, they can really test these levels, but this is what I'm getting on my charts. The only positive is AMD and Nvidia. If they dip, I would love to add them. All right, guys. So I'm gonna share my Zoom link. If anybody of you have any questions, you can join in and discuss. Okay, you have GEHC. Let me just check your comments, please. Anyone here trade with S? Its Bobcat is almost around 15-20 points. Thanks for level group 2. I really appreciate that those who contribute. Shashank's good too, made some 900. Really good Bobcat. Thank you, Tom. Hi, Vasudha. Hi, Raghu. Hi, Sridhar. Guys, I've shared the link. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to join in, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Let me just look at GEHC. I usually do not trade in GEHC. Healthcare, I have no idea, man. No idea. And this is a recent IPO. It's looking positive. Like we have back to back from 60s to 69 today because the market momentum is really positive. But I have no idea about this company. I use the scan. Joel, which scan you want to pick? I do inside day and open high low. These are the two scans I do. Nobody wants to join the Zoom. All right. You need to tell me which scan you want me to cover. Like I'll cover that. Open high low. So open high low scan is this is a scan. So today we do not have any open high low, but usually what I do is I check around 9:30 when the market opens in my scan. If the price is open equals to high, I need to go short. This is the first time I observe. I do not take any action at this time. Open equals to low. I go long. So I check this scan at 9:30. Then I rescan at 9:45. The same tickers. Like initially, you may have some tickers coming here, like let's say 10, but by 9:45, you may be left with only 3. I just pick them up from those 3 and then trade. And remember, SPX, if you find this SPX at 9:45, do not fight SPX on that day. If SPX is equal to high and equals to open, just go short and remain short. If SPX open equal to low, just go long and remain long. So when I use them, I use options. So for example, I see Microsoft up and similar. So I will go short on Microsoft if open and high are same. So in that case, I'll buy put option for Microsoft and I trade that. I do not use option tickers. Like this is not a option trade or option scanner. This is a stock scanner. As of now, I do not use this on option scans. I only use this on stocks. Srini, I mentioned about uh, Microsoft. Microsoft is the only ticker which can break out. Nvidia, AMD have already broken out, so they may see some continuations. Uh, Thoughts on Disney? Disney, I have not checked in a while. Let's see what is doing. Disney is coming towards the resistance of 106. I think previously it has faced resistance around 106 area. So if it breaks above 106, it can go up towards 115, 116. But 106.60 is a tough area for Disney. What time frame you're looking for, Microsoft? I always look at daily time frame. Uh, Taylor, you need to just create a Zoom account and then you shall be able to join in. See, I only use it on my watch list and I do not have, I hardly have any stock which is less than $10. Money, this is something I have no answer on. Any planned trade to info release in your part? I do not understand your question, Pavneet. Any planned info release in your view apart from earnings before Fed meeting that can cause market pullback? Market pullback can happen on anything. Like if the sentiment from Microsoft is bad or sentiment from Tesla is bad, market will go in decline. Because we are on a verge of resistance and resistance will be hard to cross. Shopify, Mr. R. Patel, Shopify I have given for last 4 or 5 days at 38 area. And today it has crossed 44. I'm looking towards 50 on Shopify. I am positive on Shopify for 50. Now stop loss on Shopify is 43-ish. Today it had a massive upgrade, so there's a gap of $2.5. So be mindful of that gap. If in future or in next few days, if that gap is filled, that will be really, really good area for Shopify to add. Guys, you can come on Zoom. I've shared the link. Open your charts and tell me. I'll help you there. But if you just want to check the views, then it's not going to help you. ENPH has tested its long-term support of 161.8 Fibonacci at 219. Bounced from there. I think it has potential to go higher from here towards 240 ENPH. Wayfair has run really beautifully in the last few days. Big back-to-back gaps above from 12 EMA, breakout of inverted head and shoulders. But will it sustain? That's a really big question. Because people just try to jump into these stocks after they have moved. So I would say 55 should be a stop loss. It's a 10% stop loss, but that's what it is. Guys who have joined on Zoom, do you have any questions? You can just raise your hand and I'll open the mic. Money, you had a question on YouTube. Overall strength. Market overall strength is really good, but reversal, that's a meaningless question. I don't see that reversal. Reversal will happen uh, once we like start to see the small scale index IWM showing some strength, not on the big companies.
Okay. Thanks, Naval, for your thank. Naval, this is Money here. Thanks for your
continuous
Yeah.
support to the community. I really appreciate that. I have one quick questions. So I am just we are you are sharing the all the info and everything is really it's in all the insights are really good to for the entire community, at least for myself, because I'm start learning these stuffs. Earlier I was used to trade without knowing anything, any chart or something. Now I had the having the levels, I'm trying to trade. So I'm trying. So this gives me a confidence that I can recover my all the share market losses. Thanks for your help. The only thing is there any strategic things you are applying it when you are buying an option or something, where how to exit, when to exit? So those things, most of the time, it's my personal experience. Most of the time, all your levels I'm following it, but I do not know when to take my profits, when to exit. That's where I am missing most of the profits.
See, first of all, money, you need to define what is your greed. Whether you want to make $100 a day, whether you want to make $200 a day, whether you want to make $1,000 a day, you need to define that. And whenever you reach that goal, just book your profit. It's not a specific percentage. It's not specific uh, level. Once you think that, like, for example, you take 5 lots of SPY, okay, and your daily goal is of $250. Now, once you reach $250, just book it. No matter what, just book it. If you want to trail it, then let it go above 250 and then put a trailing stop loss, which saves you $250 so that you meet your daily goal. Now, we will not be a one day hero that one day we make 5,000, next day we'll give back 5,000. If we want to make money in this market, we need to be very, very disciplined. We need to really define our goals that yes, this is our daily goal. And then based on that goal, we need to cut down. It may move a lot after that. It should not matter because we can replicate this process again and again every day. And once you start to follow that, you will see that yes, you are making profit. Daily 20%, daily 250 goal, daily $500 goal is much more meaningful. And end of the month, you will see much more money in your account as compared to just looking and trailing the gains.
Yeah, that really makes sense to me. Yeah, because that's what, because I was using it, because when the market is going under stop, and also just it makes sense. And also the you will also need to be followed the same strategy for stop loss as well, right? This is my risk bearing, risk appetite. Once the market I am losing this much, only 20% of my premium, I should get exit. That's the same strategy you are following it in
See,
for
on the
take.
stop losses, I respect the levels because when I'm entering in a position, I am entering after the analysis. So if I am wrong on that trade, I would love to see that, yes, it gives me an opportunity to exit. If you put a hard stop loss of 20%, there's a spike down, it will hit your stop loss and then come back. And 99% of the time it will happen. So what I do is I try to wait for a 15-minute candle close. If the price is below my level at a 15-minute close, I would exit.
Okay, so you will watch for the 15 minutes time frame candle you are looking for. What is that? You are not looking for every minute or something, the 5 minute
No,
candle you are not.
if you do on every minute, every 5 minute, every 3 minute, you will end up with so much information and you will be confused throughout the day.
Okay, it makes sense. Then I will update my chart and everything for the 15 minutes candle. It makes much more sense,
Yeah.
because looking when I'm looking at the 1 minute candle, because it's always keeps me confused. That's what just I'm getting
See,
confused, because now it's
imagine yourself as a big CEO. Would you like to see a quarterly revenue or you want to see a daily and hourly revenue?
yeah,
Mm.
now it makes much more sense.
Which will give you much better idea. A quarterly revenue, right?
Yeah,
So the
that's right.
same thing is applied. 15
Okay,
minutes gives you a collective accumulated meaning in the last 15 minutes rather than 1 minute up and down.
okay.
All right.
So yeah, and one more question, follow-up question. Let's say the 3 15 minutes candles are, it's, let's say it's a consolidate level, right? Because it's not moving much higher, it's not dropping lower, right? Lower low.
Mhm.
So then then it's the hourly candle close is much more critical, right? That's what it's, whether you need to, that's the time we need to make our decision whether should I continue holding it or should I exit. Is my
Yes,
understanding?
yes. See, if you're not able to get clarification on a 15-minute, move to 30-minute. If you're not able to get clarification in 30-minute, check 1 hour, and that's it. Like
Okay.
I do these levels on the daily candles, right? So I keep in my mind that these are the levels on the daily basis. Now, on 15-minute candle, I just post those levels on my chart that yes, if it goes around this level, that's a good area for me to enter. Okay, I just keep two things in my mind: 12 EMA on a 1-day candle, on a daily candle, and the Fibonacci numbers on my daily candle. And then I just use 15-minute candles just to see if they are near towards that price or if they're above that. If they're above, I'll keep on trailing. If they are below, I'll just exit on my position.
Okay.
Just keep it very simple.
Okay. So you will follow 12 EMA and your Fibonacci numbers. Okay, got
Yes, I don't do anything else.
it. Okay, sure.
All right,
Thanks, Naval.
no problems. Yes, Courtney, you are unmute.
Hey, sorry about that. One last ticket to check. MicroStrategy, MSTR.
That's something which will run on
Okay.
Bitcoin. Come on, MSTR. It's a W, which is right here. You can see it's a W. I just wanted to clear 280 area. That's the area. If it can clear this area, yes. This means that Bitcoin should move about 25K. And then you will have some meaningful push in MSTR. Okay,
Got it. Thank you so much.
no problems. Taylor, you wanted to ask anything? You were trying to connect in Zoom. You are on mute now.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Yeah, I had questions on a couple of pickers. One CBS was one from the group, and I had played CBS ET and gold. I played a put on gold, so I did CBS. I got into 89 calls.
CBS is looking like CBS has an inside day today. So tomorrow, if it crosses 87.50 or if opens above 87.50, you have a chance towards 89.30.
To 89.30.
Yes.
Okay.
But like usually I don't recommend these slow stocks because you have to wait massive amount of time in them to make money. I tend to pick up big stocks so that they can easily move and they're much more liquid.
The ones that you had up is what you usually play for options, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's my first time playing CBS, and I realized. I mean, I went when I put it back because I've been having problems with trying to find the. Usually I play Apple a lot, and sometimes Tesla, but finding the right options to play and for good movements and good prices. I know sometimes you can find some of the lower tickers a little bit cheaper and stuff like that. Some of them will move, but yeah, this one.
One thing you should realize is that if the option is cheaper, it doesn't mean it's going to be a profitable option. If the option is expensive, it means there's much more liquidity in that. Plus, there is too much volatility, and volatility will give you money.
Okay.
If you trade Apple or if you trade Microsoft, if you trade Google, Amazon, they are much more volatile, but the IV is low. But if you go on to do Nvidia, its IV is high, Tesla IV is high. And if they move $2, you will make up good money on $2 in options.
Okay. So the Nvidia, Tesla.
Yes.
They both have high IVs. Okay.
Like a stock with a higher IV, but you need to be in a day trade so that you can leverage the benefit that once they are in gains, you can cut them out and then book the profit.
Okay. What they try. Okay. So would you? So then, I guess ET, you wouldn't know. I guess that would be another longer term play. You would energy transfer. You wouldn't
Yes.
play that one. Okay. Okay. And then the gold. What about gold?
Gold, I usually do futures on gold.
Okay.
Gold is at an important level of, gold started from 1835, right? And since then, it has not come back and tested this green line. I think it might come back at 1905 somewhere in next couple of days, and then from there it should launch because
Okay.
it has broken above 38.2 Fibonacci. So it should actually go to 1965, 1968.
Okay.
But I think it will give a one-time come back towards 1905, and then that will be the point where we should go long.
Okay.
Right now, it will remain choppy.
Okay. And so your type of trading, I just I caught that you posted the link the other day. So yeah, and your comments and stuff like that have been pretty on point. So you use fibs mostly on your trading, or in trend lines and fibs, or?
I just used four things. I use 12 EMA and 34 EMA.
Okay.
I use Fibonacci, and I use regression channel. That's it.
And what was the other thing you used?
Regression channel.
Okay.
And these four in a combination gives me perfect results.
Wow.
I do not use any indicator. I do not use anything fancy because everything is live. Price is live. It tells you everything.
Yeah.
And once you see the price, you see how it reacts. Plus, you need to build confidence in your system. And I have that confidence.
Yes.
So even if I'm wrong on certain occasions because I emotionally did a trade, yeah, I know how to cover my losses.
Okay. 12 or 34 regression. Okay.
Yes, 1234 daily is my time frame. I do not go back into smaller time frames. 15, 30 minutes, that's fine. That's about it.
And how did you come up with your own system, I guess, or some trying
It took me many years. Like I've been trading since I was in college, 2002, 2003. And I've done it all. I messed it up. I made money. I've lost money. I've tried all different people. I paid many people to learn, but I couldn't learn. Finally, I had to do on my own. And then I realized, yes, this is the best way forward.
Wow. Okay. So you just figured out on your okay, because I did the same thing. So curious. So figured out my own system. Yeah.
Because when luck is your side, everything will work. When luck is not on your side, whatever you do is gonna just kill you.
Right. Yeah. No, definitely. That's what I'm trying to figure out now.
Yes.
Hasn't been too good lately. So
Yes.
like you said, but back and forth in between different systems isn't good. So
No problems. All right. Anything else, Taylor?
no, I was, those three or whatever. But yeah, like you said, stick with the bigger ones. I usually stick with the bigger ones. So
Yes. Now that's the best thing because they have more volatility, they have more liquidity. It's easier to get in and get out. Because as and when you come in, you need to know when to get out. That's it.
And so you do more day than swinging, or?
I try to prefer day because every time I put an overnight trade or a swing trade, I lose. It's such a bad luck I have.
Okay.
So if day trade gives me good money, why should I do an overnight risk?
Okay. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So Shovraj, if ES is opening below or above your levels, what to do? If it is opening below my level, then I'll look at the short area and then go for it with the stop loss. If it is higher, then I go for the long with the stop loss. Any suggestions on crude? Crude, I think it's going to come now and moving higher. I think it's time for it to move higher. Tested the 12 EMA right there, breaking about 78. Should hit 85, 86 with 80 stop loss. Or if you really want to trade in crude, better to enter around 79, 80 area. 79.50, wait for that. It comes, enter that time, and then you will see 85, 86. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining in tonight. We had good Q&A. Hopefully, you will go back and practice on your own. If not, nobody can help you. But I would recommend you to go back, make your own charts, make some levels, and see you will have confidence in your trading. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow in the night. Bye-bye.